Alright, let's do this. How's it going? Okay, so when I last worked on this, this is a map. And right now, if I just hit the debug button, it spawns a couple of options. Yeah, sorry about that. So, but right now, it just keeps spawning them at that same area. And I can do this forever, basically. So, what I need to do is be able to pass in something new. So, I could just do if option list 5 equals 0, and do that. Else option list dot append map generator dot generate next floor option list -1. Now, there we go. It's weird that it's only making a single one. Is that consistent? That is consistent. Okay, so that's an issue. Let's go through that. So, comes in, let's step in. So, from floor size equals this. Okay, so starting points should equal 3. Yep. Generate floor. Okay, current floor, it's making, it starts at 0, goes up, it's gonna be 1. I and width. The width is 7. So, this should do this 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Now starting points. 0, 0. That's why. And then we'll do for I int in from floor. I'll do length of from floor. Starting points I equals from floor I dot column. That should fix it now. So come back here, remove the breakpoint. Okay. So now it just makes a straight line, which is better, I guess. It's not perfect. So we will have to fix that. And here, yeah. So now starting point 0, 4. So generate the floor. Next floor is 7. It makes a whole bunch of them. For I and starting point. Create connection. Alright, how exactly? Var random column, right? So this is what it is. Column is the number 0. Random range of column, so it's going to be -1 to 1. And clamp it between 0 and 6. The random column is 0. Actually don't want to be in this function. Let's... Okay, append. Okay. Now current row is 1. Random column equals 3. Ah. So now, next floor. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then your column 0, column 4. Okay, but here, get starting points. Yeah. So right, so starting points is 0, 4. And that's really the issue, right? Because we're only... What if we just do... No, that's just gonna make a full... Yeah. Okay. Nope. Okay. So... get starting points. Y chords equals an array. Integers, unique points equals 0. While unique points is less than 2, unique points equals 0. Y chords dot clear. Okay. For I in path. Path 3. Okay. Starting point equals random range between 0 and 6, 7, whatever. If Y chords does not have starting point, unique points plus 1, and then append. Right, so that just selects a random thing between... Alright, so that's all get starting points does. So... it... random... We'll do that. Func get random point source column int plus equals, yeah, we're gonna do actually an array int to r to return a int. I'm just gonna copy and modify this slightly. Points 0. I path. I don't know if I like path, but our point equals rand I range. First column. -1. First column. +1. Range. Yeah, we'll do range. Rand I range between 0 and path. There we go. To return dot append to point. And to return. So that should return random list. A list of random size. Into breaks. Aha! Yep, column 7. Yeah, so I got a clamp. Clamp. 0. Width. -1. Get rid of this breakpoint. There we go. Oh. There's always one right there. Okay. There's always one at that first row. And let's get rid let's get rid of the randomness for now, just so that I can see better. Okay, 1, 2, and I think 6. And I don't like that. Is it going to be identical to these ones? It didn't include all of them, but it's just a lot of options. Why is that so many options? So that's 3 options. That's a lot of options. That's a lot. That's so weird. I only want it to be like 2 or 3. Okay. Alright. Oh, this should only go twice. 1. Okay. So that did 1. So starting points. I see the problem. Starting points is now just a bunch of random things. Yeah. So we are actually going to do starting points. Yeah. Source 4 is actually an array. And we're just gonna, yeah. So, for column and in source 4. Okay. And then yeah, that's what it is I'm giving it all these possible options. If I give it a list of 3, it's gonna create a possible list of up to 3 for each one of those. That's why it keeps. We just do that. Starting points. 3, 2. It's always that first one. I don't understand why that one always shows up. 2, boom. That's so weird. Well, starting points I equals from for I dot column. 3 options, 2 options, 2 options. Okay. 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. 3, 3, 3, 3. 3, 2, 2. It never does go up at all. Okay. Then we've got 2, 2, 2, 2. So weird. Get starting points. Yeah, what if we just got rid of all of this and just tried this? Let's just try it. 3, 2. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do. There we go. 3, 3, 3, 2. That's really strange. I mean, I in next lore print I dot next. So you guys shouldn't have next rooms yet. Yeah, where is next rooms getting set? Right floor. And this is where it's getting created. Right. Room. Append. That's happening at create connection. Okay, so you send in floor list. Create connection is happening. Generate floor. Okay. Right here. So you go through starting points, yada yada. So you're sending in a floor of the column floor list. Next room equals that. Current room equals floor list at that column. Next room equals floor list random column. Like, that's kind of stupid. That shouldn't work. Yeah, that, okay. So, yeah. Create connection is just not correct. So, yeah, it's into next for. But next for current row, current room, but the current row is set not here. Yeah, current row is set here. So you pass that in. You pass in a randomly generated integer. And then you pass in next for, which is the created for. Okay. You come in here, current room equals floor list column. That's not right. It's not floor list because that's the next floor, right? No, it is. Right, and then current room equals int start. Okay, so it all depends on the starting point. Starting point just needs to be a list of starting points, get random points. You return dot base. Does an array have anything to do with duplicate, duplicate deep, use duplicate. Okay, so not really. We come over, Godot array, remove duplicates. Is there an easy way? Just use a dictionary? No. Okay. Print to return. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, 202, 242. Print starting points 155. Zero, zero. Wait a second. Five, three, two. Print starting points 2, 2, -1. I think it ended up with 1, 4, 4. It's so weird. 0, 3, 1, 5, 1, 5. Why is it doing that? Equals get random points. Yeah, so what if we this is probably going to make it a ton. So 206 026 040. That's just a lot of numbers, dude. And I don't know why it's happening 3 times. Like, is that calls once? Why is it printing 1, 2, 3, 4 things? Am I doing a print over here? Or am I doing a different print in here? I am. I'm printing to return. That makes a lot of sense. Print starting points 524 245 355 155 366 344 4 6 2 5 4 2 6 6. Wow. I mean, that's every number from 1 to 6. Get random points. And instead of adding, what if I just do equals 1, 2, 5? See, it's weird that that's 1 and 2, because it shouldn't be lower than 3. Oh, come back here. You know what I just realized? It's because it's looping through it. If I do that, it's gonna work. So, starts off with 3, it can go up or down, anything. 4, yep, 6, same thing. Okay. 5, 3, 4. 4, 4, 4. 5. Okay. Okay, so now if blue return as points, actually just going to do if not. Three, four, one. 2, 3, 1. Okay. There we go. 4, 1, 4. 2, 5. 5, 6. 2, 1, 3. 1, 3. It does have a tendency to reduce more than it does anything else. 0, 5, 6. 0, 1, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So yeah, that makes maybe an okay generate random list. Create connection. Next room, current room is floor list column. Problem is that you're sending in the next floor. What I want you to do is send in the from floor. So current room equals that. Alright? And then while there's no next room, or random column room.column. Current room Turn next room dot column. I don't know. But instead of that, I could just do for I in starting points. Well, if I come over here and I look at okay. Yeah, breakpoint, skip. Okay. So you got starting points, which is a 3, a 5, and a 4. You got your next 4. So 4i in starting points. So you're gonna end up passing in a 3. You're gonna pass in current room, which is at this point 3, and then next 4. Okay, so floor 1, column 3, floor list is a list of 7 floors. Current room equals floor list of 3, right? I mean, that's 9, 3, 4, 3. 9, 3, okay. So, random column, anything plus or minus 1. Random column now equals 2, so I went down 1. Next room equals floor list, random column. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually. Okay. So current room. Where did you get current room from? That's 9343. Current room and next room are being pulled from the same list, which is not good. So I actually need to go through I really don't like this create connection function. Next room. I come over here and the floor list is a list of 7 things. Okay. If I do it again, floor list, still a list of 7. Yeah, I mean. When really should be passing in current room dot next room is not a pin, right? So we really should be passing in yeah, not with 3 M's. Battle option, right? And we're actually just going to do this. Come over here. I'm going to blot you out forever. So next floor is the floor list. So we should actually do 4 room in 4 to D. We're going to change this to node to B just for that. Room. Perfect. Yeah, so here. That's actually kind of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, why? Instead of current room, we're gonna do starting. Current room. Column. Array. Column int equals current room dot column. Okay. Now it's passing in the floor. which is current row, a list of possible points, the next floor, which is the list of possible rooms to choose from, which is a 7, and then current room. Let's see what this does. Doesn't do nothing. Sweet. Let's actually go all the way back. Let's think about this a bit more thoroughly. Yeah, so you're looping through starting points, which is probably anywhere from 2 to 4 options. Current room equals start. Why are we setting current room to anything? Like, that doesn't change anything because we're resetting. That's so dumb. Why did he do that? Yeah, like, I don't understand why it did that. So, for start in starting. You get starting points. Or column in source floor, so really. What if we just did floor equals generate floor with current row? That's not gonna break anything, right? Now it's not gonna break anything. Yeah. So this could just go here. Starting points next floor. Yeah, get random points. Source floor. Next floor array. Node PVD. Columns in source floor. What the heck? I mean, I come over here, right? And then source floor is going to be a list of 3 possible things. The reason why, because there's 3 things, because that's the size of from the floor. actually next floor that I'm passing in. It is. So. So instead of starting points, what if we just passed in from 4, which node to D for room in source floor. Our column equals room dot column. And then yeah, and what if we just did room dot rooms dot append next floor new point, right? So it goes in. So say you're doing room 2, it goes in room 2 column equals 2, and then a random link between 1 and 2. That's really what that ends up being. So it creates a new point that's anywhere from column over by the left, in the middle, to the right. Picks it, throws it in there. I don't need starting points at all for this. It breaks. Hey, it is broken. Perfect. And why does it get broken? Current row equals 0. Okay. Okay. One. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So now you got from floor, which you're row 1, and you should be row 2. Yeah. Get random points. Source floor, which is a list of these guys, which is all 1. Next floor, which is 2. Yeah. For room in source floor. Room. For I. Two. Three. Okay. So Next floor filter. Next floor equals next floor dot filter. Ugh. Five, six, seven. His next floor. Yeah, okay. Option list, -1. To display is a list of 0. Okay, it's because of that filter. Equals. There you go. Come over here. Node to D. Node to D. Oh, now it should just work, right? You. Boom. That's so annoying. What are these errors, dude? To return .has new point. Next floor new point. Next floor. There we go. Kind of a weird setup, but whatever. 3, 3, 3. I have to imagine that's a wraparound. Yeah. So what if I came over here and also clamped you? 0. Wait. -1. Boom. Four options and then 4 options. Yep, and then come back here. Get the breakpoint. Okay, option list is a size array of 3. You guys all have 0 on your next rooms, but your next room is a list of 2. Yours is a list of 4. How many repeats are in there? Why do you have a list of 4? Okay. I guess we'll come over here. It's weird that it's 4, because there's not even 4 rooms. Try that again. Okay. You guys should all have next rooms size 0. You could have anywhere from 1 to probably 2, 3. Okay. So 86238. Yeah, 86238. So there's duplicates being added, which is kind of dumb. And then 1173 isn't even on the list of potential rooms. Okay. You also have a list of 3, which 6648 is not on there. 1590 is not on there. And you have a 2. 1590 is not on there. 7893. You are. So, why? Why is this the way that it is? If not, room.next. Rooms. This next. For new point. Skip the breakpoint. Okay. Got a list of 3 guys here. Zero 7 6. You are your own. You're in your own list. 8001. 8513. Okay. $8928 is there. 2005. And you also have 250. Sometimes they're being added to themselves. Which, now that I think about it, I think I know why. If I come up here, we're doing create connection. Which... yeah. I know why. I know why that's happening. So... is we're creating that connections. So, way to fix that would be loop through just do var temp array node to d, and then temp dot append next floor start. Okay, and then next floor equals. That should fix it. Yeah. So you have a list of 2, 9758, boom, and 8928, boom, 8513, 8001, and 8928. There we go. So now I should be able to there we go. And with that being the case, we can come back, reset these sizes. 2D scene. We're actually going to change you to line 2D. I'm going to rename you to map connection line. System components. What about... I don't think you go in system. Campaign screen, unit status overview. Yeah. Map connection line. Campaign map. Come over here. Bar map line equals. Come over here. Not system. There it is. Okay. Bar line B equals load map line scene instantiate line dot add point room dot position line dot add point room dot next room 0. Let's just do this for now. Self dot add node container dot add child room. If room dot size is greater than 0. Let's see. Fill. Let's just give you a gradient. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, your transform, you're still a 0, 0. Make it all white for now. Cool. Now there's a debugger. What the heck? It's never actually calling it. Okay, that's weird. Option list. I should do previous rooms, which really sucks. to display battle. Okay. And option list. Yeah, what if we just do that? Okay. Cannot add child. Huh. Oh yeah, no. Line. There we go. There we go. It's a little stupid looking, but oh, it's 2 pixels. I in dot next rooms. Hi. There we go. Hi. There we go. That's not too bad. Boom. 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 I'm no longer checking for crosses though. IJ room. If so this is going to be where do you get floor from? Create connection. Come up here. Current row. Okay. So room dot row column. That super crosses paths. And here's all add child stuff, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that super duper crosses paths. Hmm. That's so dumb. I. Yep. Right neighbor, room, column, or right neighbor. And room.column is greater than j. If it's not labor, and room.column. Okay. Column is 2. Room.column is also 2. 2. Room. Column is 2. 6. Room. 6. Realizing something here. I'm doing room. I actually need to do next floor. This might work. Well, there's no crossing yet. There's some crossing. There's less crossing, though. You know what? I can also add the randomness back. You know what? Actually, new points. Room. Let's try this one. Switch it around a bit. Supercross. That's dumb. That's way dumb. Room. Battle option. Let's see. I'm passing in room from the source floor. So pass in I, which is that really even doing anything? No. Why are you passing in I? Just name this column. It's so dumb. Super dumb. You don't need the floor. Okay. So creates a column. It takes in a column, right? And here, column is the new point. Whenever it creates it, so it finds a random point, passes in the room. Floor list. That's actually really dumb. I mean, it's already clamped, so in right neighbor, not next rooms. Floor list. What if we just did new floor array? Create connection. Yeah, we're just gonna cancel you out. We're gonna cancel you out for now. Next floor is an array. Source floor. Okay. So it's already randomized. So neighbor to check is actually what it's going to be called. R. Oof. Equals over list dot column plus 1. Minus 1. Right. I mean, that works until there isn't one there. If right me. And then, yeah, I saw that coming. My problem, honestly, is that I don't know how I want it to work. That's kind of the issue. So, check the crossing path. So it needs to send in itself so we can have the list of all. Yeah, so new point. Actually, if floor list dot size is greater than floor list dot find room, list. Actually, no. If floor list dot find is greater than 0. There we go. And now, if floor list dot size is greater than floor list dot find, then right neighbor equals find. Oh. What the heck happened with my keyboard? Cancelled out the numlock. What is going on? Did I hit insert? I don't even have it. I guess I hit insert. Okay. Floor list size is 3. 0677 or 0766. There we go. So if I'm realizing an issue here, but I can deal with it later. That's weird. You should definitely always have a continuing path. I don't like how they're not having continuing paths. I wonder if I just cancel you out, if that's gonna keep happening. really don't like how this is going. I mean, that looks fine. Starts with 3, goes to 5, 4, 5. Three, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. What the heck? Why did only one? Okay, why are some of them just never continuing? That's a bigger problem than crossing paths. I think crossing paths honestly is kind of fine right now. Just because it's not that big of a deal. Whoa. That was weird. Three. Let's take a look at the remote scene tree. Node container. Let's see. Battle option. Well, this guy, right? He's probably one of the later ones. One of these guys. This one. Alright. Next rooms is 0. Alright, so why is next rooms equal? Why are there 0 things in next rooms? Maybe? So, source floor, room column. Because that's a 0. If you loop through it 0 times, right? Is that the issue? Yeah, so it was looping through 0 times for some rooms. That's crazy. That was way crazy. I think I realized it was crossing paths because of that issue. Oh, no. Can you, like, start closer to each other? No crossing paths so far. Did I fix the path crossing issue and the 0 things showing up? I think I did. I mean, come on. Yeah. This is looking pretty decent. So, let's see. There's a whole lot of unused code in here now. Don't actually need this. Don't need this at all. Don't need you. For you. Or you. For you. There we go. Fairly clean, actually. Don't need you. For you. I should probably add a convergence weighting so that it's more likely to actually function. You wonder what happens if I increase past to like 6. I mean, it looks cool. For I and path. And go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. This guy just stayed on his own the whole time. They all did. So the interesting thing about this is that at any given point, you choose an option and you really only ever have 1 to 2 options from that first choice. I could make it where you can go back to the other path, but you have to go through all of the other fights first. Right, so like if each one of these is a fight. So, say you start here. And you come up this way into this guy. But you decide you want to try this one. You can do that. But then you have to do this fight first and this. And then this one. You can't just skip across floors or levels or tiers or whatever. You have to follow the pathing. I like it because it kind of gives the player some amount of choice. I could make the starting points more restricted. So I can make it between 2 side. Yeah. So they just branch out toward a little bit more. Keeps them closer together to each other. Yeah. 0. I would like it if at some point you were able to have 3 options from a single fight. You know? That causes issues there. Actually, the problem is that there's never something that spawns that close to you. See, that's a cool one. What does this do? You know what? I could definitely make it. Oh yeah, it's gonna be notepad to do. And map 3 color node extensions base over. I don't know what that means. Because it would be cool if they were like gray or darkened unless you've gone through that path. Yeah. Well, you could make it where the 5th floor is always a boss fight. That's not hard. kind of like this. Yeah, and it'd be cool if while you're looking at it, you could at least see the pathing of the ones that you're about to unlock. So, like, if you're choosing one of these three, you should be able to see where the other ones would lead, at least. Oh yeah, that's so cool. Well, I think I gotta get going. But it's been fun.